Howdy, I'm Tobin. The McKenzie River, deep in the heart of the Willamette National Forest. At the end of the shave, stick around for a 360 of my surroundings. I'm out here for a review of Doppelgänger Continuum No.1. Absolutely fabulous old school fragrance. We'll talk about that more in just a second. This is going to be an ASMR shave. Once I start doing the shave, I'm not going to talk. So I'm going to describe the fragrance with words. And then once I get to shaving, I'll put some stuff on the bottom of the screen, like right in here. I have my Scuttle from Phoenix Artisan Accoutrements. That's the Indestructible Scuttle. I have with me my thermos, an Oregon Duck thermos. The water was boiling hot when I left home 5-6 hours ago. Alexis, my beautiful bride, I'm yelling at you and I shouldn't be because I have my microphone on my shirt here. You can hear me just fine, right? So boiling hot water, it's still very warm. I'm gonna pour it into the Scuttle here. This fragrance is rich, bold, complex, luxurious, with a old school vibe to it. The original fragrance was made in like 1924. It was originally made for women, but quickly became popular with men. And as times change, by today's standards, this would not be a fragrance for women. This is a masculine fragrance. It is this fragrance, it masterfully, Doug and Fran made this, the artisans at Phoenix Artisan Accoutrements, they made this themselves from scratch. They make all their fragrances. I'm gonna take what's left of my warm water here. This will be my rinse bowl. Got some leaf litter in it. There we go. This is a Timeless Razor Company bowl. I'll put some more water in there. There'll be cold water. It's still pretty warm. It's like bath warm. My bougie spray bottle. So it masterfully combines a crisp citrus. I only get the citrus in the top. You get these rich floral notes. A warm, smoky birch. There's a subtle leather. This is Russian leather, is the name of the fragrance in English. But this isn't just a leather fragrance. By no means. The leather is subtle. It is a dark animalic side of leather, like a aged leather, a very natural leather. Like if you were to get like a old cowboy hat or some aged leather like that your grandpa might have had, that kind of leather. And then you get this sensual animalic musk. It's almost a feral kind of musk. If you're familiar with Rabbit Fighter, I would say it's in that same kind of musk type note. The fragrances are not alike at all, but the musk is a lighter animalic musk, like what you might have experienced in Rabbit Fighter from Phoenix Artisan Accoutrements. I've shaved with it 4 or 5 times. I've been wearing it on the back of my hand and as a cologne like crazy, really trying to experience this fragrance. I've had it for, don't quote me, probably about 3 weeks. This dropped 2 days ago on Friday. Today is now Sunday. My wife, Athena, and Luna are both with us. Scooping with my Phoenix Artisan Accoutrements scoop. Full disclosure before I go any further, I did not pay for the soap and splash. They were sent to me for review by Phoenix Artisan Accoutrements. The link's in the description. our affiliate links. If you use those links, I will earn a 10% commission from your purchase, and I'll use that money to buy more shave gear. And it's greatly appreciated. If you're still watching, it's greatly appreciated. Probably should have used more soap. Give me 2 seconds. What do you think of the backdrop today? It's pretty phenomenal, right? I'm kicking off my new channel. I made it a year or two ago, but I've procrastinated with it and haven't done anything with it. Today, while hiking with my wife and our 2 German Shepherds, I've been recording content for that. There'll be a link in the description to my other my other channel. This is my shaving channel. It's called Fetching Wilderness, and it's just gonna be me and my dogs out exploring the Pacific Northwest. I'll probably end up reviewing and sharing with you some of the stuff that I use, from hatchets to backpacks, right? Different types of outdoor gear. That's enough about that. You're here for the fragrance. The Tube 2.0 pre-shave. My go-to pre-shave. Oh, that's cold. That's real cold. The cube in a travel-sized jar. Let me know what you think about the audio. Am I yelling too much? I'm using my mic. It's still new to me. I did not shave yesterday, so we have 2 days of growth. I get you set up on the tripod. You'll see that in the B-roll. No mirror. I'll be using the camera. I'll be looking right at you. How you doing? My Monstroso hat, I bought that a few years ago from Phoenix Artisan Accoutrements. Wearing my black shroud. That's another musky fragrance from Phoenix Artisan Accoutrements. I love that fragrance, absolutely love it. Star Wisp, 26 millimeters Stygian knot. Love this brush, gonna let that soak for a second. Prismatic. A first use platinum strangelet. All right. Too much water. We'll be starting off wet, but we're gonna do just fine. When you first encounter this fragrance, it's gonna unfold with notes of neroli. That's the orange blossom. Way too much water. Come on, Tobin. Bergamot, and then they have listed citrus. I believe that citrus is orange. I get a beautiful orange off the top. I'll show you this if I can. It's very wet right now, but between the warm water, this feels great on my hand. Between the hot water, the open air, and then the pre-shave that's on my face, once we get going, this lather is gonna be just fine. It's way too wet right now, but we're gonna be fine. You get this bright, invigorating start. The musk really shines in the dry down and in the base, but it is present in the top. And because of that, my wife and daughter, they do not like this fragrance at all. Not one bit. If you're familiar with my content, you know I give their scores. I would give this an 8, a 9, or a 10, depending on my mood. It's easily an 8. I love old school fragrances. My wife and daughter, they do not. This fragrance is not going to be for everyone. But if you like a floral, old school, leather, and animalic musk type fragrance, this is right up your alley. It is fantastic. When you get into the middle, and as this fragrance develops, it starts to reveal this sensual blend of rose, jasmine, and lang lang. There's a little bit of a powderiness that I get. I think that's coming from the iris. Don't be like, oh, this is a powder fragrance. No, it's not. You might not even detect it, but there is in the middle a little bit of a powder, and I think that's coming from the iris. It doesn't last long. It's there, and then it's gone. The rose, I do detect rose, but overall, I think the rose is really doing a great job of softening this fragrance. Because of all that water, I'm getting messy. I'm gonna put this on the face. 2024, I discovered a new word, and that was opulence. This is a lush, opulent floral bouquet. That is exactly how I want to describe the floral notes in this. I do not like floral fragrances as a whole. If it's too floral, I don't care for it. But this one, the floral is a great complementing element to the structure of this overall fragrance. The base is where this thing stands out and where the magic comes to life. Warm, smoky birch, a subtle leather like I said above or before. The tobacco is like a blonde tobacco. And what I mean by that is like if you took dry leaves, any kind of dry foliage, especially from a tree, right? And then you like were to mix in honey and vanilla and a little bit of a spiciness, that's the kind of tobacco that I'm getting. God, I love this fragrance. I really do. Easily an 8 or a 10 on the Tobin scale. The only reason why I might give it the 8 and not give it like a full-on 10 is this is just not a fragrance that I could wear all the time. It is a beautiful fragrance. There's just not, for me personally, with my wife and daughter, I'm limited. A blonde tobacco. The leather does not get any better when it comes to a leather note. The dry down exudes mystery and depth, smoky and malic undertones that linger for hours. I applied some again last night to the back of my hand around dinner time. At 9 o'clock this morning, I could still smell it faintly on my hand. So good. So good. Look at that lather. It's looking great, right? Oh yeah. Making a mess, but that's okay. The CK6 formula is easily one of the best, if not the best, soap on the market. I love this shave soap. Oh gosh, it's good. It's so good. I'm gonna zip my lip now. highly recommend that razor to anyone and everyone. $24.95. The Prismatic. It's a great medium efficiency razor. The tolerances aren't the tightest on it, but for $24.95, it's perfect. It really is. Just watch the alignment, how you set it in there. Brass handle, nickel plated. The head is zinc alloy, nickel plated. I like the look of nickel versus chrome. I like how it's not so shiny. I do like chrome, don't get me wrong, but I do like the look of nickel. Not for everyone, but if you like an old school, little floral, little leather, little animalic, feral musk type fragrance, it's gonna knock your socks off. It's going to knock your socks off. If you don't like either one of those three things, if you like a aquatic, fresh, modern fragrance, you're not going to like this. But if you do like a floral, if you do like a leather or an animalic musk, or if you love all three of those types of fragrances, this is going to be one of the best fragrances you ever experience. But if you don't, it could be a fragrance that you absolutely hate. And if you buy it and you don't like it, I would encourage you to hold on to it and every few months revisit it. I'm willing to bet that it will grow on you. I love it. I really do. Easily an 8. In the right mood, it would be a 10. The only thing that holds me back from giving it a full-on 10 is the florals. But you know what? I'm coming around more and more to florals all the time. A whole other topic. I just recently purchased a floral fragrance, challenging myself to fall in love with it. And if I can't, to give it a good review. That's this whole other fragrance. But I want to thank you guys for joining me out here. I want to once again thank Doug, Fran, and Hux for sending it out to me. I highly recommend their apparel, their hats. I own a few. Their shirts, their hoodies. I own a bunch of them. Stick around for the B-roll right after the shave here, and check out Fetching Wilderness. That's my new shave channel, my new YouTube channel. It's not shaving, no shaving, outdoors. This is my shaving channel, Tobin's Throwbacks. Damn fine shave. Damn fine shave. My wife and daughter, I didn't give the score up front, did I? Wife, Alexis, our teenage daughter, Emily, they only give this a 1. They do not like animalic musk, and that's what it is. That's the only thing they just hate an animalic musk. I don't know that I've done better though with a backdrop. Just look at that. Oh my goodness, look at that. I love it. I love it. When I came upon this spot, I told my wife, this is where I'm shaving, right here. And the last step though, it's a doozy. Woo! You guys take care. I'll see you next time. There's little big things, like not falling into that. Oh damn, that'd be a big thing. Take care. Welcome to the B-roll. Let's walk back to where I just did my shave. You can see my tripod right over here. The actual river is out there. You can see this is just what do you call it? An inlet. Somewhere up around the bend is where the river comes in. So this is the direction I've been looking in. This is where you guys been looking. It's the little big things, my friends. For me, a little thing doesn't get any bigger than getting away from it all and spending a Sunday deep in the Willamette National Forest. I've been standing right in here. I'm gonna try and stand right here, but that last step is a doozy. You guys take care. I'll see you next time. Don't forget, Fetching Wilderness, my new channel. Thanks again, Doug, Fran, and Huxley for sending this out to me for review. Take care. Getting deeper. River's right over here. And that's it. It's a good 8 inches of fresh powder I'm walking in. No, this way. This way. Come on, hey pup, let's go. What do you think of all this, Thien? No, I don't have my glove on. Walking in my footsteps? Good. Do it again. Do the roar.